You're watching Cityscape on Videon Cable 11, and I'm your host, Marcy Marcusa. Lots more coming up in this half of the show. If you're into a quiet place, then Chris Albee has a place for you. It's on Corydon Avenue. Yes, the same Corydon Avenue that we all know and love, bustling and busy. She's found a spot that's above street level, and it might help you beat the winter blues.
Looking for a place with a wide range of local Canadian and international books? How about monthly readings, live music, or art shows, and of course tasty eats to top it all off? Well, look no further. HeavenArt&BookCafe has all of these in a quaint and comfortable atmosphere. You could say it's a little slice of heaven. We're here with owner Tim Brandt. Tim, where did you get the idea of opening up a bookstore?
Well, I got it from my background, which is in book publishing, representing 2 other bookstores, so I had traveled around a lot seeing other bookstores.
And you thought maybe this would be something to do?
Yeah, I got tired of the road and wanted to settle down in my neighborhood and open my own.
Great idea, and I see that this lovely cafe is stocked with books. What type of books do you stock here?
Mainly literary stuff, creative writing in the genres of fiction, poetry, drama,
right.
Some creative nonfiction. But my real love is fiction and poetry. So, and I specialize in the local authors and Canadian authors, but I also have international writers in stock. And I carry a lot of first books like chap books, which are often self-published pamphlet type books by beginning writers.
Right.
And some magazines, but a lot of the small presses.
Wonderful. I see quite a variety of books, but I also see some other things in this great store. So what about all these other items that you stock in here?
I am a part art gallery, if you're referring to the art on the walls. A show of art by local artists every month. It's original work, either paintings or photography.
Right.
And so, like, the name is Heaven Art and Book Cafe, so it's art gallery and bookstore within the cafe. So I have a cafe that serves coffee and food.
Right, so you...
Licensed too.
Licensed, always a good thing.
Yes.
When you're having a little read. And what about Heaven? Where did that name come from?
It came from a cloud. I was dreaming. No, in truth, I guess I worked it out from several different angles. One, I had been thinking about a specialty bookstore and using the name, or the word world or earth or planet in the name, and then when I found this space on the 2nd floor of this building, I realized upstairs had to be heaven above the rest of the street, and it's a heavenly combination.
Of the things that you love.
Coffee or food, yeah.
Right. And special events I see on the list that you have. What are some of the events coming up at the Heaven Art and Book Cafe?
Well, we do a variety of events, author readings and music events, book launches. One of the regular things we do is an open stage when anyone can come here and do anything they want on my stage.
Anything?
Generally readings or music, or even a talk of some kind, but that's the first Saturday night of the month. So Saturday night, February 6th, starting at 8. And then in mid-February, that's Freedom to Read Week. I don't know if you know about that, but it's an annual event.
Right. What is that all about?
Celebrating and promoting our freedom to read whatever we want, and you know, it's an anti-censorship kind of a focus. So I have an event every year to tie in with that and celebrate that. So on Friday and Saturday nights, February 19th and 20th, I'll have 2 evenings of readings by a variety of people, not just writers, but people who do read a lot and enjoy that freedom and want to share with the audience passages from things that inspire them or controversial passages.
Oh, okay. Sounds great. Yeah. I also see here a nice little eats menu. So I'd like you to tell the audience here, what's the most popular out of the group?
Well, funny you should ask. I just to give in to the constant request for, you know, what is your best seller? I have an item on the menu called the best seller.
Right.
It's a big dish with chickpea curry and rice.
Ooh.
But I also have the classic,
The
which is
classic, which
a
is?
wonderful gourmet lasagna with salad. But this is a menu with funky literary names. It's real food. People often come in and look at the menu and say, no, no, where's the menu? Because they just see all these book words.
They just don't understand.
It's everything from a postcard story which is a bagel with cream cheese and tomato.
Right.
To the classic, and one-act plays, which are side orders.
So eating can be fun.
Yes, yes. And,
While you're reading your book and watching
and food
the art.
for, you know, thought and soul.
I like it. I like it. Tim, I see a book here called Dangerous Elements, and the contents, I also saw that there was an actual poem written on the Heaven Art and Book Cafe. Would you like to elaborate a bit on that?
Yeah, wonderful surprise to find this poem in this book, which has just been released. Sarah Clausen is a Winnipeg poet, and she's published 3 books of poetry previous to this one. She came here the first year I was open in the fall of '94 and listened to a poetry reading, and then I guess she was taken with the notion of the place and came back later. When she gave a reading the following year, she read a poem about heaven, and it was such a hit. But this is her first book to come out since then, and it includes that poem, so I was really surprised when it came in this week with that poem in it, and thrilled.
You were touched.
Yeah, so thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. And I forgot, you are also a marriage commissioner, so
I am.
you can do marriages at the Heaven Art and Book Cafe.
Marriage is made in heaven. I thought it had to be a natural, so I took on that hat as well. I sell marriage licenses here, so a couple can come in and buy a marriage license. They do have to wait 24 hours, so we're not an instant wedding chapel.
You're not Las Vegas yet?
No, it's not allowed in Manitoba.
Oh.
They can buy a marriage license here, and they can come back and get married here by arrangement.
Right.
And I can also do weddings in the home or on any location. But
Great.
yeah, it's a heaven thing.
It's a heaven thing. Anything in line for Feb 14th? Anyone deciding to
There
tie
is
the knot?
going to be a small wedding here on February 14th, Sunday morning.
Wonderful.
Not open to the public.
Darn.
We open at noon. We're open Sundays noon to 6 p.m.
Right.
This wedding will be before opening private ceremony.
And then the rest of the week?
We're open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and again in the evenings from 7 to 11, Monday through Saturday.
Great. So there's lots of time to come in, read a book, have a cafe, watch a performer.
That's right.
You can do it all at the Heaven Art and Book
Hang
Cafe.
out.
Hang out with Tim.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tim. What a great way to spend a couple of hours. Heaven Art and Book Cafe, located on Corydon Avenue between Daly and Hugo. A great way to beat the winter blues. For Cityscape, I'm Chris Aldy.